6 a.m. Ethan loads one suitcase into a red Italian V8, starts the engine, and pulls away from a house that was never in his name anyway. He doesn't look back. He doesn't need to. He read every page. 11 months earlier, the wedding, 400 guests, a golden hall, doves, a cake taller than the groom. Everyone cried, especially eventually the accountants. And 11 months later, one red stamp. Today's episode is everything that happened between those two frames. The gold digger, the mastermind, and the $2,500 contract that beat a $4.2 million divorce. Yes, the marriage lasted about as long as Alex's paycheck. Roughly one billing cycle gone before the thank you cards. But unlike Alex's paycheck, this ending was planned for. Legally, beautifully, in advance. Alex was at the wedding. Third row. The open bar closed at 10, his date left with a groomsman, and his $5.29 gift was non-refundable. Some men survive wars. Alex survived this reception. Now the real subject, because the gossip is free but the math is precious. How assets actually get separated when a marriage ends. Every number that follows is real. Screenshot accordingly. The players, for anyone joining late. Her, 4 outfit changes per dinner. Him, 8.4 million nobody has ever seen, built at $300 a month since 1998. The contract. Before the vows, they signed a prenup at the kitchen table. Cost, $2,500, both lawyers included. It took one evening and survived exactly one dramatic pause. What it locked, in plain language, everything he owned before the wedding stays his. The index funds, the 1998 account, the apartment, her premarital assets and her rebuilt credit, equally hers. Nobody touches the past. The default rule of marriage law, everything earned. During the marriage becomes marital property, splittable. 11 months came to one bonus, some dividends, and a toaster. The toaster was contested. The trap he never fell into, commingling. One transfer of old money into a joint account, and separate property transmutes into marital property. He kept the principal untouched for 11 straight months. Discipline is also a legal strategy. Geography check. 9 community property states split marital assets 50-50 automatically. Everywhere else, a judge decides what's equitable. The prenup made the question academic. So watch the actual split. His column, the 8.4 million, the apartment, the index machine, untouchable, prenup sealed, the marital column, the bonus, the dividends, half the joint checking. Her column, everything she brought, everything she rebuilt, and the gifts. Gifts are separate property, even the ring. The house everyone assumed was his, rented, deliberately. A lease outlives a marriage with far less paperwork. The apartment he actually owns predates her, separate, sealed, and 700 miles away. Retirement accounts, normally the messiest part. Splitting a 401k takes a court order, a QDRO, but only contributions made during the marriage are marital. 11 months against 26 years. The lawyers did that math in 4 minutes. Now the counterfactual, because this is the whole video. No prenup, aggressive lawyers, commingled accounts, a longer marriage. His realistic exposure was $4.2 million. Half the growth, half the appreciation, plus fees, plus years. $2,500 of paperwork against $4.2 million of exposure. That is a 168,000% return. The best trade in this channel's history was executed at a kitchen table, in love, over coffee. Alimony, the question everyone whispers. Courts weigh the length of the marriage and the standard of living. After 11 months, with both parties employed and a valid prenup waiving support? Rounding error. The judge reportedly smiled. Legal fees? The silent killer. A contested divorce runs $15,000–$30,000 per side, and the average contested case takes about a year. Theirs with the prenup, one filing, 40 minutes, and roughly $3,000 total. They split the bill, obviously. The bank scene. Robert, white hair, glasses, 40 years of watching couples uncouple, closes their one joint account. Balance, $6,214 and a warehouse club card. He splits both without blinking. And Chloe? She leaves with what she came with, what she rebuilt, the gifts. And this is true, a spreadsheet habit. 11 months next to a mastermind and the woman now checks expense ratios. Character development is undefeated. Victor, who has watched 40 years of this. You don't find out who you married at the wedding. You find out at the settlement. The lucky ones find out at the kitchen table for $2,500 while everyone still loves each other. Which brings us to the playbook. 5 moves, all legal, all boring, all executed before you need them. Move 1. The prenup, signed while you're in love. A contract read in love costs $2,500. The same contract read in anger costs a house. Already married? The postnup exists. Same idea, signed after the wedding. Courts scrutinize it harder, so both sides need independent lawyers and full disclosure. Still infinitely cheaper than discovering the default rules in litigation. Move 3. The account architecture from the wedding episode, yours, mine, ours, is also the divorce insurance nobody advertises. Separate principal, joint operating account, percentages not 50-50. Love with clean plumbing. Move 4. Inheritances and windfalls never touch the joint account. Ever. One deposit is one-way glass. It converts, and it does not convert back. Grandma's money keeps grandma's name on the door. Move 5. Forgotten until it's a headline. Beneficiaries. The name on your 401k form outranks your will. Divorce final on Tuesday, forms updated on Tuesday. An ex collecting your retirement isn't a plot twist. It's a filing error. The honest flip side, because we don't do villain edits, prenups protect the lower earner too. Courts throw out one-sided garbage. A fair one guaranteed her disclosed numbers, her credit, her gifts, her dignity. Her lawyer approved every page. That's why it held. Quick screenshot. Prenup in love, postnup if late, 3 accounts always, inheritance stays named, beneficiaries same day. Total cost of the entire playbook. About the price of one wedding centerpiece arrangement. Priorities. Because this is what protection actually looks like. Not suspicion, not cold feet. Architecture. Built calmly, years before the storm, so that when the storm comes, it's just weather. Oh, the Ferrari. Bought the week after the decree. Cash. Used, obviously. Even Celebration respects depreciation. He calls it the cheapest Ferrari ever purchased. Because the contract that made it possible cost $2,500. The math checks out. It always did. The lesson under the humor said plainly, nobody signs a prenup expecting to fail. They sign because 26 years of discipline deserve better security than a mood. Protect the machine. It can't protect itself. Alex, for the record, asked if he could have his wedding gift back. The 529. For children who now will not exist. Request status. Denied. Compound interest, as always, only moves in one direction. Your homework. Pick your situation. Not married yet. The full disclosure conversation. This month. In love. Over coffee. Married. Check your beneficiary forms tonight. Statistically, several of you will be very glad you did. Because the pattern never changes. Every contract is priced for the person who didn't read it, and marriage is the biggest contract most people ever sign. Ethan read it 11 months early. The $4.2 million stayed home. And Chloe's story isn't over. The woman left with a spreadsheet habit, rebuilt credit score, and this channel respects a redemption arc. Keep an eye on her. She's about to surprise everyone, including herself. So toast the mastermind, learn from the 11 months, and build your architecture before you need it. The Ferrari is optional. The contract is not. One contract, 40 minutes, $4.2 million defended. This is mind money, where the fine print gets read out loud, preferably in love. Next episode, how the wealthy pay almost zero tax legally, and why nobody taught you the playbook. Subscribe. You'll want this one in writing.